So the last couple of weeks I've been playing around with Instagram stories, but I don't do it the regular way. I shoot everything with my phone, I then put it into Premiere, edit it, and export it back to Instagram. Today I'm gonna show you my workflow and kind of how I do that. So why would you shoot this way in the first place? Well, by putting it into Premiere Pro, you can edit it properly. You can put in clips from other sources like a drone. You could add in music. You could add in effects, transitions, pretty much anything you want. You can be completely creative. Now, it's actually a lot easier to do than you think. So how does my workflow work? Well, I shoot during the day. I kind of think about what it is I want to make a story about. And then I film clips, just video clips, based around that story. The important thing that you have to do though to make it flow nicely is you got to think about your transitions, how one shot is going to lead to the next shot and that kind of thing. So a couple of transitions that you can do that are pretty straightforward. So I use the front facing camera most of the time because it's just easier so you can see yourself. This is one transition that's a pretty straightforward one. So you'd start off with the phone on your chest and then you kind of bump out just like that, and then you can finish the clip by just bumping back in. It creates a pretty seamless looking transition. Another straightforward one is to cover up the lens of the camera and then remove it and start recording your clip, and then finish by covering it back up. Another more popular one that you might see in some other videos is the spin transition. So the way this works is you would, let's say, put the camera facing down or facing away from you. So you would spin in and then that's the start of your clip, and then to finish the clip you'd spin back out again. So those are the transitions that I use most of the time. You can pretty much mix and match them all together, the chest bump with the spin, it doesn't really matter. When you put them into Premiere, you can merge them all and it just kind of works. So I shoot all the video clips of me throughout the day, me talking to the camera with the transitions. I film a little bit of B-roll as well. If you're not familiar with what B-roll is, it's kind of slow motion clips, things happening around you in the environment that you're shooting your story in. So for example, I'll show you some B-roll now. Once I have all my footage and my story done for the day, I import it into Premiere. And from there, I will show you now how we edit it. So this is my story here. So this is the story that I shot on the 13th. Some clips of me talking, and then some drone footage, and that's pretty much it. So once I've imported everything, I'm not gonna show you exactly how to edit. That's a completely different video, but basically this is my story here. It's all ready to go, it's all done, it's ready to export. The most important thing after you've imported all the clips into Premiere is to make sure your sequence is set up correctly. To have it set up correctly so that Instagram can display it properly, your frame size is going to be 1080 wide and 1920 high. So that's just kind of the opposite of what a normal widescreen would be. So a normal widescreen would be 1920 by 1080. In this case, it's 1080 wide by 1920 high, which gives you an aspect ratio of 9:16. That's what you're looking for. So once you've got everything imported, you've edited it, you've picked all your music and everything like that, you're just gonna go ahead and export it. So export media. And as you can see, I've added widescreen bars to that. That's gonna be a widescreen sequence that someone would turn on their side. The rest of it is just shot as regular. You wanna make sure again that it is 1080 wide by 1920 high, and then export it to wherever you want. And once it's exported, it will look something like this. So this is all exported, ready to go. You can scrub through it there and see the whole story is finished. Once I've done with that, I then airdrop it. If you're using Android, maybe you could put it on an SD card, but in my case, I airdrop directly to my phone. And airdrop it to my phone there, and that just sends it straight to my phone. I've already done it. It's then on my phone, ready to go. And now I will show you what we do on the phone to put it back into Instagram. Okay, so we have the video now on our phone. If we were using an Android phone, as I said, you could put it on a memory card. Maybe you could put it in Dropbox, Google Drive, and then download it that way. In my case, I have an iPhone, so I put it through AirDrop, and it's on my phone, it's ready to go. So as you may or may not know, Instagram Stories only allows you to post 15-second clips, or record 15-second clips. We've exported the video from Premiere, it's close to 2 minutes, so we need to cut it down into 15-second clips. There's a really great app for that, which I'm gonna show you right now. You wanna go into the App Store and you wanna download the app called Cut Story. I've downloaded it already. You wanna open it up. Go into the video, camera roll, and you want to pick the story. So in this case, it's this one here. It's already done. Make sure that that's the right clip. Hit save. It's going to give you an option now as to how you want to cut it up. So if you want to go Snapchat or Facebook or WhatsApp, in my case, Instagram stories is only 15 seconds long. So we have to cut that down into 15 seconds. So if we tap 15 seconds, it's going to cut down the video from the however long it was into 15-second segments. So now, if we go back into photos, you can see it's cut the story down into 15-second segments so that we can now just go back into Instagram and you can just select the segment. And basically one by one you go through, select your segments and upload them in order, and that's it. So that is how I've been shooting my Instagram stories the last couple of weeks. I hope it's helped you out. I hope it's taught you something. If you liked what you saw today, give me a like down below and subscribe if you'd be so kind, and I will see you soon.